Hello and welcome to the Diva Home and Lifestyle Podcast. I'm your host, Brenda Douglas of the 50 Plus Home Team, and I help people to not only procure a home investment, but also maintain and keep it. Furthermore, we help people to gracefully age in place, downsize, or right size into the perfect home. I want to invite you to go ahead and subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell so that you can receive a notification whenever we upload another episode. We want to welcome you to the family. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone. I hope that you are having an amazing day. In this episode, I want to share a senior scam. Now, let me share that I am currently taking a training for me to teach classes or do presentations regarding senior scams. Now, let me just say that although senior scams are on the rise, anyone can be made a victim, unfortunately, only because there are a lot of public records out there. And then also, you have social media where you put your information on the social media pages. I mean, information is everywhere and it can be found by people, right? The main thing that we need to remember here is that anyone can be a victim. In fact, according to the FBI, in 2021, there were 92,371 older victims of fraud, resulting in multi-million-dollar losses. Now, like I said, anyone can be a victim. However, the senior frauds or the senior scams, I should say, are on the rise, right? So in this podcast, I want to start sharing some senior scams that I learn about so that I can help us stay protected, because unfortunately, in some cases, there is no recovery. There's no reimbursement, right? A loss is a loss, unfortunately, right? So since there is no recovery, then the best protection against scam and fraud is prevention, right? So I want to share some ways that you can protect yourself against senior scams and frauds. The bank investigation scam. Florence got a phone call from a man who said that he was an officer of the bank. He said he needed to verify her account information in order to install new security measures. Florence got her checkbook and read her account number to him. A few days later, she discovered money was missing from her checking account. The man who had called was not with her bank at all, and that bank said that it would never call customers over the phone to ask them to verify account numbers. Guys, one of the things that you can do to protect yourself when someone calls you and start asking you for information, first of all, they should have the information, and that's what motivated them to call, right? So at the same time, what you can do is say, listen, let me give you a call back. Because the truth is, anybody can call from anywhere. They even buy those throwaway phones, right? So what you want to do is you want to take control of the situation. And so you call them back. You go, sometimes what I do is I Google the place, and then sometimes I call there and I ask them, do you have someone that works there by this name? Right? It's the first question I always ask. And then I tell them the situation, or I ask to speak to a manager and explain the situation. right? So that's one of the ways that Florence could have protected herself. When this gentleman called her and asked her to verify her account number, and it was from the banking institute, well, Florence could have went down to the banking institute and verified that the information that they needed, and then she would have discovered that this was not legit, right? So, guys, again, I am going to do more of these scams so that we can be made aware of these scams and we can better protect ourselves. And in the meantime, if you have any solutions, I'm going to ask that you would write them in the comments so that you can help other people, right? Let's work together so that we can be protected, because again, the best protection against scam is prevention, right? Prevention requires us to be aware of what we're getting into, or what's possible, right? What's likely to happen, or what can happen, right? So I hope that this has been helpful. Again, I'm still learning, but at the same time, it's such an interesting topic, especially since it is a multi-billion dollar. People are losing so much money. And think about it, when you're our age, you're close to retirement or you are in retirement. So you have a fixed income, right? And I don't like to say that, oh, it can never happen to me. I don't think that's a wise decision to ever say it'll never happen to me. But again, the best prevention, the best protection against scam is prevention. So we want to prevent scams by being knowledgeable, and then also share the word, share the different types of scams, and with family and friends so that they can be protected as well. All right, guys, I hope that this has been helpful. Again, I'm still learning, and I'm excited about learning so that I can help people, because the fact that this is a multi-billion dollar industry or loss people have suffered, that tells me that there are a lot of victims, and then also that they're doing it more and more. So again, we want to work together to protect each other and ourselves. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for listening.